Hey everybody, and welcome to another video for QuietSpeculation.com. My name is Adam, and this week we're going to be playing red-green vehicles in Explorer. So a couple weeks ago, a friend of mine, Sam, won the SCG Philly event with this archetype, and since then it's really blown up a bit. The list that I'm playing now is a version by Samwise88, who got third place on the 1224 Pioneer Challenge. The list went live a few days ago, and so I am giving it a spin. So the gist of it is you have some overstated things on 3 that you power through with your Mounted Dorks, your turn 1 accelerants, and then you have heavy hitting cards like Eska's Chariot, Sky Sovereign. These can be crewed by your Lovestruck Beast, by your Bone Crusher Giant, and in theory, if you time it right, you could also do it with your Storm Seekers. The deck wants to turn sideways and hit hard and hit fast. Overall, I'm a big fan of where it's sitting in the metagame. It can disrupt some of the decks that want to snowball, like the Mono Green Devotion deck, for example. You can basically go toe-to-toe with them stat-wise as they're playing their Old Growth Trolls. You have your Lovestruck Beast. You have your Bone Crusher Giant, which can clear out some of their earlier stuff. And then you can go over them with Sky Sovereign to clear out their Planeswalkers. A Crone War is another really interesting one. So this is a 4-mana Act of Treason. Gain control of target creature for as long as this card remains in the field. So 2 more turns. The following turn, your opponents have to attack in. All of their creatures have to attack in. And so, because your creatures are going to have traditionally higher stat lines than theirs, because you have these 5-mana 3/3s, your opponent's going to have their creatures just die off. They're going to swing unfavorably, you're going to block, and then they're going to be sad. And then anything that makes it through, if it has Death Touch or square stats, like 2/2s, 3/3s, or even just 1/1 tokens, each tap creature is going to deal damage equal to its power to itself. So while this wouldn't work with, say, Wandering Emperor tokens, this will clear out everything that you didn't already chump block. The deck is really powerful. It hits hard, it hits fast, and you're not really going to be sideboarding much. Really just a couple pieces here and there, just to give you a slight edge on whatever that matchup is, but you're not going to be revolutionarily changing your sideboarding, or rather your main deck from your sideboard. So, for example, we have these Rending Volleys. We have Klothys to beat decks that are trying to go face. The 2 life return is extremely relevant. It also is a hoser for incremental graveyard advantage decks. Like a couple weeks ago, we had played the Arcane Proxy archetype, where it wants to flashback a very specific card from the graveyard. Klothys is great in that kind of interaction. Hazored's indestructible, as was Klothys, but this is a way of shooting face toward the mid to late game. It makes it difficult for your opponent to be able to attack in if you are Hellbent, which traditionally you're going to be, given that you have these accelerants and a handful of relatively cheap cards. Fry's in here basically for the blue-white control deck. You can kill off a Teferi very easily with it. Damping Sphere for the ramp decks. It stops Nykthos in particular. Unlicensed Hearse for other decks that care about the graveyard. More particularly, this is for the Greasefang deck. Arlen, I'm not entirely sure what Arlen's for. It just seems like a good mid-range threat. It puts multiple bodies on the board. It becomes very difficult for your opponent to interact with. And then finally, we have Embercleave. Sometimes you just want to power through, and turning your 5/5 into a 6/6 double strike trample is a really good way of reducing your opponent's life points to 0. So with that, we're going to hop into a couple games on ladder, and then we're going to debrief. This is a different deck that I was thinking about playing today, but whew, it's a lot of clicks, and I don't want to make people sit through that. So we're going to hop into red-green vehicles. And get started. And as you already know, because I say this every time, this video is brought to you by QuietSpeculation.com. They are a Magic the Gathering finance website, but they also cover a lot of really cool stuff regarding the constructed metagames and how to make the best bang for your Magic buck. Great group of folks. Really recommend you check out their stuff. And we have an opponent. Hand looks great. Looks like this is going to be either the mirror or the mono green ramp deck. Looking like mono green. All right, so here I think it's better for me to stomp than to get out the Low-Struck Beast token and the Mystic. So I have one extra mana to play with here. I'm taking this. It's very possible this gets Boseju'd, which should be fine. Oh, that's interesting.
We will not fail. Harness the elements.
I think I'm going to put on the Lovestruck Beast. Because this is going to force them to either trade with the Forest or lose the Nissa. And then the Forest can either tap on their turn, in which case it would blow up, or would have to attack in and then die in combat. Okay. We definitely want the Damping Spheres. The question is, do I want the Embercleave? I don't think Embercleave could hurt. My opponent's not going to be interacting with us very much. Notably, if they have the Karn out, we won't be able to equip as the activated ability, but it will still trigger when it comes into play and attach onto things. Not interested in that. Not interested in Fry either. Which could get rid of their Kiora, but I think that's fine. Do I want Pack Leader? I can trim a Chariot or two, and a Pack Leader, and I can trim a Sky Sovereign. My concern with the vehicles is that Karn will be able to keep them from being able to activate. Granted, they have a lot of added benefit just by the nature of existing. Like enters the battlefield effect. That layer is going to be a little awkward for me because I'm probably going to want to blow up the dork here. I don't think I want another red source, so I'm just going to play the Stomping Ground rather than play Pathway on red. Because I'm going to get the Forest down, or the Carpulsum Forest down, so even if I find an Embercleave, I don't really want it. Now here's an opportunity to get the second layer down. My opponent's not really going to be able to use their Nykthos this turn. We are flooding pretty hard, though, which is a major concern for me.
Until you have lived as a statue, do not fall. True goodness can never be corrupted.
This is going to be a Haywire Might, presumably. At least it should be a Haywire Might. Yeah. Block with the token. Yeah. Yeah, this is unfortunate for me.
Stand down.
Alright, 5 mana. And the Cavalier. That's really bad for me. They hit another Nykthos, but I don't think they're going to take it. We're just going to take a Forest. Yep. Alright, I'm not winning this fight. Yeah. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. So I can make a 6 power. So this is going to trade down on a couple things, if they even want to trade at all. Doing it this way, Karn's not going to be able to uptick, or rather downtick again this turn. So, opting to put pressure on them. They're going to... Holy... Alright. They're going to get to Storm the Festival a second time, and then Nis is going to take up on the Dark Steel Citadel. giving them a 3/3 indestructible blocker.
Awaken.
Let's dive right into battle.
Really hoping their last card is another Storm the Fest. Okay, it's another card. Alright. I think I can scoop it up here. So Karn's going to get Portal to Phyrexia, which I probably should have waited to see, but fairly confident I'm not winning from that board state. The question is, do I want another Sky Sovereign? No, I think it's still fine. I just flooded a little bit my opponent. Well, we knew that they had straight gas in hand. They had a two-lander. Missed quite a few land drops after that point. Sure. Fortunately, I'm on the play with a Bone Crusher Giant in hand, so that is a lot of tempo swing if I can blow up a Mana Dork. Also seems like they were on a mulligan. Yeah, mulligan is 6. Now the question is it better to develop my board or to blow up the Mana Dork? I think it's probably still better to blow up the Dork. Perfect. I don't need to do that, right? I can stomp this. Play a pack leader. And then next turn I can Storm Seeker. And then draw a card thanks to pack leader.
Bet you've never been hugged by a kraken before.
I do think clearing this out is still probably more important. Though missing out 7 damage on my opponent, there's definitely an argument for that. I just don't think with the Nykthos out, letting the Scaler survive is the right decision for me. Hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, yeah.
You're making me crabby. Don't miss me too much.
Okay, we have match number 1. We are 1-0. Looked like my opponent struggled a little bit on mana on games 2 and 3. To be fair, we also struggled in game 2. But having removal for their mana dorks, and then them having a little bit of an awkward draw as far as deploying their threats, I think because of their Nykthos that wasn't generating devotion, or mana equal to more devotion than it costs. Okay, we have an opponent. Hand's a little slow. Do I throw this back to try and get a dork? Like, if Bone Crusher is good, this hand's incredible. I'll throw it back. I'll put back a Love Struck Beast. Opponent also seems to be on a mulligan. They're also on a 63 card deck. What? Okay. Lead on Dork. Perfect, never didn't have it. I think I'd go for the Storm Seeker here. It's the most damage, and I can start to overwhelm the opponent. This suggests to me that they are on, I'm blanking on the name, Greasefang. Alright, playing hands up, or not hands up, I am, yeah. Okay, we have it. Heads up, I think is the term? It doesn't matter at this point. Point being, it was clearly my opponent was going to play a Grizzly Salvage there if they hit a Parhelion and then immediately had, why am I blanking on the name of it? Greasefang. I would have been dead on board, but I wasn't, and it doesn't matter. So it's fine. Alright, holding full control down because Sky Sovereign is going to be crude. Alright. Awesome. Alright, Rending Volleys, yes. Do I want the Fry? Might as well. I'll take this. And do I want Clothis? Don't want a Crone War. Sky Sovereign's fine. Don't think I want the Obliterating Bolt. Trim on Chariot. I'm not quite sure what the right cut is for that line, but let's make it work. I ain't leaving the Crone Wars, right? I took those out. If not, they should definitely come out. Seems good. It's possible Clothis is a little too slow. Alright, so here's a push. Which is fine. I can land the hearse. They whiffed, which is another good sign for me. Honestly, I think I might just go like this. They can't combo me this turn. They either have to Thoughtseize this out of my hand, but it means that they can't Witherbloom command it. Perfect. Now I can Unlicensed Hearse eat these two. These cost 6 to escape, right? Yeah. Alright, they get a chariot down. I'm okay with that. Land would be amazing here. That would let me play Lovestruck and the pack leader. Parhelion, Polyk. They don't have another artifact in here, right? Perfect. I guess I should have been more specific. You know what? I still think this might be more correct. Excuse me. It's the most mana efficient play. I don't care all that much if a Chariot wants to trade with a pack leader. Okay, they're off it. I do apologize to my opponent. I was playing a little bit slow, but just trying to keep track of everything. I did have fun. So my opponent doesn't have anything to get back with Grease Fang. They can attack in here. I don't really mind that too much. And then I can land either Clothis or Lovestruck Beast. I definitely attack with these. And however they want to block, I can pump if needed. But this will let me draw 2 cards and then trade with some number of their stuff. My opponent was just in a weird spot where nothing that they had would be able to advance through the board that I had created. Meanwhile, I'm still generating advantage on that board. Either way, going into Game 3, we are 2-0. Round 3, and 2-0. Okay. Well, if these dorks survive, we're in great shape. I think I can do better. And I think this is better. I will put boat back. Dork. Okay. Liking my position here. I'm going to offer them the trade. They're not going to take it. And then Yora.
You don't mind if I take my... The ocean surges, nature flows with vigor. Hands off.
Now the question is, do I want to get rid of the Mana Dork or the Kiora? I'll kill the Kiora. This might be wrong.
Back to the depths.
This is 5 to pump. Yeah. Let's draw some cards, trade with an old growth troll. Feel a little bad about it. Alright, trolls off the board. Here's another dork. probably gonna get this chariot down next turn. My opponent has a lot of mana now. 7? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they're going for another overgrowth troll. I am surprised with that line.
Ah, say hello to my little friend.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they're... They can get Portal of Phyrexia, they can get the Cityscape Leveler.
You will not threaten this
They
world.
probably should get the Leveler. It's a shame. All right, don't think we're winning this match, or rather this game. You might win the match. We'll find out. They are taking their time with this decision, though. Really? Well, that ain't right.
I am proud to have fought.
I think I just get this down. They had another one. Okay. I will let them have it now. The second Karn was not what I had expected. All right, bring in this. Bring in this. Pack leader's probably weaker. Okay. We're down a game going into game 2, round 3. This seems great. Hey, Dragnet. Doing well. How are you? Clear that out. Just want to check the wording on this. If a land tap for 2 or more mana, and this is its controller adds an additional. Okay. So this will not stop the, or rather, Damping Sphere will not stop the Wolf Willow Haven. That's fine. So your boyfriend tried to teach you how to play this the other day, so you're trying to watch a stream. Well, welcome. Happy to have you. It's a fun game. Can be a little complicated at times, but I really enjoy it.
It's kind of a big deal.
Land would be great. Not a land. Hmm. Four, 6, 7 at you, 2 at you. Opponent is missing a land drop here. 2 land drops, I think.
Feel like fighting anyway.
So I feel really, really okay with where we're at. A lot of power on board. Developing very well. Alright. Another mana short, unfortunately, but I think we're getting close to locking this up. I would have loved to be able to Sky Sovereign this turn. I think this is still fine. Awesome. And we didn't have to show them the Damping Sphere. Alright, sideboarding again. Now, the only issue is my opponent is on the play, which means that their acceleration is going to be a little bit harder for me to deal with, especially since most of their ramp is on 1 mana and most of mine is on, or most of my removal is on 2. So, hoping they have a little bit of an awkward draw. This hand seems pretty okay. Damping Sphere is perfect. Opponent has their Kiora
Let's get moving.
into another dork. Mystic and Damping Sphere. Thanks so much for the follow, Dragon. So fortunately, my opponent is going to struggle to get rid of the Damping Sphere. Their Boseiju is already in play. I don't think they play 2. Oh, that's unfortunate for me. That's probably the worst possible thing they could have had. That, though, I like that.
Now I'm salty.
So, a Chrome War is unfortunately not going to be able to kill their Cavalier. But I will be able to crew the Chariot with Cavalier before this hands it back off. So at least it'll be tapped and out of the way. Man. Alright. They do have a car in the yard. That's not great for me. Yes, I played this more than I probably should. 3, 4, 5. Stop having these. Good lord. Honestly, they could have just stormed the festival. I will unfortunately not be able to activate my chariot as long as the Karn is in play. Oy. That's not good for me.
Some solutions must be built.
But in the graveyard, huh? Alright. That clears out a Cavalier. And they have chosen not to put a thing on top. Does this put a permanent or put a card? Card. So are they not putting Storm the Festival on top?
My allies are counting on me.
Probably not going to matter here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they can either get Portal Phyrexia, they can get Cityscape Leveler, and then I probably lose to it. Okay, there's the Portal. And then I lose to that, which is not fun. Alright, we'll see what I draw, but I'm not drawing to any outs here.
I love to make a splash.
That's not gonna do it. Alright. 2 and 1. No, I didn't have fun. It was mean. It was bad. Okay. Just waiting on our opponent. We are on the draw. 2 and 1 in round 4. Oh, this hand's great. All right. Probably not living. Okay, so our opponent is the red-black mid-range deck, it looks like. I'm going to play this. Because there's a very good chance I want to Boseiju a Fable of the Dead. Or, not Fable. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Getting my long-winded card names mixed up. Bloodbite Harvester again? Cool. I can save this. There's a strong likelihood I'm going to need to blow up that den, but I can hold off for the time being. Let's offer the trade. They can pretty much control when this thing dies because of the Harvester, so... I think if I can land a Sky Sovereign, I feel very confident. There's high likelihood that I won't get to that point, though. Alright. So they agreed that that needed to go. And then there is the Fable. Alright, yep, pass turn. In their upkeep, I'm going to blow up Fable with Boseiju so they can't use the free mana. This also switches to Knight for my Stormseeker. And Bone Crusher is still here, which can kill both of their creatures, or if they want to activate Den, I can kill the Den before it attacks. Oh! No! No, no! Why did that happen? Good lord. Oh, I hate this client sometimes. I should have paid better attention. Yep, auto tapper at its best. Alright, well. Don't think we're making it out, but we'll give it a shot. Yep. Oh, that's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. Alright, here, I definitely want the Hazarets. Don't want Damping Sphere. Arlen's fine. Clothis is fine. Crowan War is also okay. So what needs to go? I can trim on pack leaders. I can trim a no, Sky Sovereign's the best in this matchup. Maybe Arlen's too dinky. Probably don't need two Clothis. My opponent is most likely going to be a Kroxa deck, so I like having access to Clothis. Don't think it's imperative. And thank you for the follow, Silverback. Appreciate it. Huh. Maybe I'd trim a Chariot, since I'm bringing in the Hazoret. I don't mind that. Oh. If that loses us the match, I'll be devastated. This seems fine. Dork. Next turn's a pack leader. Whether or not they kill this. Cool. Getting the Stormseeker next and potentially triggering the pack leader would be great. Legion's End. That's interesting. Yeah. Here's a Stormseeker. Let's seek some storms. Inside you are two wolves.
I fight for everyone. Two's company. Three's a pack.
It's possible I should leave behind an extra creature just in case they have a removal spell for my 2/2. Alright. Arlen did most of the work already. My opponent's also kind of on the back foot here. So attacking is potentially not great for them. Alright, they disagree. No, they don't disagree.
Follow the enemy's scent. They're close.
Really not loving the auto tapper here, but that's fine. Because this didn't have to be the one that tapped. So it basically lost the life for no reason. That's not great. My opponent's dead on board though.
Patience, my king.
Cool. Okay, well, at least we made it to a game 3. Is there anything that I saw here that makes me want to reconsider things? I think trimming on the pack leader is probably still correct. Okay. Yikes. I don't think I can keep this. It's extremely likely that one of these is going to die. This isn't a red source. Okay. Much better. I'll put back at work. Legion's End. Eat all the other copies, that's fine. Here's a Bone Crusher. It's gonna crush some bones. As Richard Garfield intended. I do think I fire this at the face. That's interesting. Offer the trade. Cool. A land would be amazing. Land was in fact amazing here.
run free.
Excuse me. Hasted Sky Sovereign is great value. Chandra.
This will be easy.
Unfortunate I can't cast that. Not a land, unfortunately for me.
Attack when they're most vulnerable.
Sure.
This is gonna hurt. The hunter becomes the hunted.
Yeah. Not ideal. Am I just not playing enough lands in this deck? Is that what the issue is?
You will regret this. Today's
Oh
my
no, I am
lucky
just
day.
dead to this. 2 there, 3 there. Yeah, I messed up. That's fine. I needed to find a land there. Yikes. And I do think that auto tapper in game 1 definitely mattered. That's a shame. Alright, 2 and 2. Let's close this out with one last one. Let's try and go positive. Because this deck is much better than I am playing it. It's one of those days. Everyone gets them. Everyone gets one of those days. Just one. Okay. I'll keep it. Opponents on a mulligan. Let's try to draw literally anything. I hope they don't have Legion's End in their main deck. Okay, that's a plus. 1, 2, 3. Take that. Angels. Okay. Angels is a very bad matchup for me, for the record. Mass Vandal in the main deck? Okay. Ooh. No, I like that. gonna throw away a dork. But lets me draw a card and push through some damage. Sky Sovereign is probably my best ticket out of this. Do need to do something about the Archangel. Quick. This costs 6 to activate. And they found a company, which I do not like. And wow, they whiffed? So if my opponent has a land, they can activate the Angel, go up to 16, and get a 4/4 blocker. Don't think I'm coming out of this one. Really, really wish this was an instant. Yeah, and I can't kill the Angel, and so I die. Unfortunate. Alright. Not looking good for me, guy. Bring these in. I think I can bring in an Embercleave. A Crone War is not really at its best in this matchup. Most of my opponent's stuff is going to be 1/3s. I think Giada is almost the only thing. If they're playing the 2/1 Angel that draws you a card and gains you a life, sure. I guess it does kill Resplendent Angel. Keeping it doesn't sound like the worst. Pack Leader does look really bad, though. Now the question is, do I want Arlen? Do I want Clothis? I don't think so. I don't think I want Hazoret either. Okay. Elf. I think I just want to put down a Storm Seeker. And this can come down. Skyclave, hit the Bone Crusher. Exile card's owner does some nonsense. Sure. Put you down to 10. Oh, okay. No blocks. This looks like a collected company to hopefully blow. Oh, okay. Could be totally wrong. I don't like playing Angel here, given that they know it's not going to survive. You know what? By all means. Probably didn't need to play that out. Main one. It was a little sloppy. Okay, Bishop. 6 or 7. 6 to activate. Okay. Real good. Those are gonna die, but then I die to 12 power or 18 power in the air on the following turn. And they're gonna get a 4/4. Yep, I'm dead. Oh well. You can't win them all. Alright, let's take a look at the deck list one more time. So when I was talking with Sam, if you want to go follow him, his handle is Island Go Same, SAME. So Sam was not a fan of having Hazarets and like Arlens in the board. I think I agree with that sentiment. You don't really want to go too far down on your Chariot or your Sky Sovereign. These just kind of clog up. So I don't hate replacing them for either more interaction or more just like hasty threats. Even just filling out the Embercleave slots seems a lot better than what this is. Let's see. What other... Like, is there anything in the 3-drop slot? 2 or 3-drop slot? That we would want over that? I don't hate having Burning Hands in the sideboard. It can get really difficult to get through something like Cavalier, which that does pretty nicely. I'll have to put some thought into this. It's also possible some sort of like Haymaker, like a Glory Bringer, might be better suited than some of these. Don't hate that as like a one of over one of the Sky Sovereigns. Something to dig into. Either way, I really do like the Akron War. I think it's really well positioned outside of exactly Angels, which that matchup seems difficult regardless. Just because they have like almost every creature in the deck has an unequal power and toughness. We didn't actually see a situation where Mutavault was very useful, or I think the only time we actually found one, we mulliganed that hand entirely because this could not tap or colored mana. It's possible that it's not the right fit in the deck, just because we're trying to land like a Werewolf Pack Leader on turn 2, and then these on 3. But it's something to consider. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. You can find this video on quietspeculation.com or on their YouTube page. Also, Quiet Speculation over there. If you want to follow me and my content, you can find me on Twitch at AceXSpades or on Twitter at Adam E. Cohen, where I post a lot of hot takes and deck lists and other cool stuff. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. I'll see y'all next time.